Iranian outlets have circulated an image that many observers see as a subtle confirmation of Tehran's focus on an earlier assassination attempt against Trump. In newly released footage of missile launches at U.S. bases, Iran prominently displays an image from Trump's White House Correspondents' dinner, pasting it onto a missile. Slogans like "Restful death is forbidden" were used by Iranian messaging to draw parallels between Trump's earlier assassination bid and the current threats. Is Mojtaba winning a psychological power play, as Trump appears unsettled by Iran's assassination calls and public imagery? Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps released a video montage showing coordinated missile and drone launches, designed to showcase military capabilities and underline its ongoing campaign against U.S. assets. In that footage, viewers can clearly see an image from Donald Trump's White House Correspondents' dinner pasted on the body of one missile, turning the weapon into a kind of political billboard aimed at Washington. Next to Trump's picture, Iranian operators attached a text message, blending visual propaganda with written threats to make the missile itself a vehicle for symbolic communication as well as physical destruction. The image reportedly captures the moment when shots rang out near the Correspondents' dinner back in April, tying the missile graphic directly to a real-world assassination bid that had already shocked U.S. politics. In that incident, a suspect was charged on 4 serious counts, including attempted assassination of Trump, reinforcing why the choice of that specific photo resonates so strongly in both U.S. and Iranian narratives. The missile image surfaced at the same time as influential Iranian clerics were publicly calling for revenge and urging Trump's assassination, synchronizing religious rhetoric with military symbolism. Meanwhile, the White House Correspondents' dinner itself has been rescheduled for July 24th, even as Iran and the U.S. continue trading fire, making the event a lingering symbol in the middle of an active conflict. Phase 2 of Iran's Nasr operation is now underway, and Tehran is drawing on a broad mix of weaponry at its disposal, combining different missile classes and drones to sustain pressure on U.S. targets and complicate American defensive planning. Solid fuel, liquid fuel, and cruise missiles are all being deployed by Iran against American positions, allowing the IRGC to launch rapid response salvos, longer-range strikes, and low-flying, radar-evading attacks in a single coordinated wave. Operation Nasr is essentially a missile and drone campaign focused on U.S. military facilities, aiming to damage command nodes, logistics hubs, aircraft shelters, and support infrastructure rather than just delivering symbolic blows. U.S. infrastructure across the Gulf, including bases and support sites in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Qatar, is being targeted by Tehran, signaling that Iran intends to challenge Washington's entire forward footprint rather than confining its response to a single country. According to Iranian state media outlet Press TV, these strikes are framed as retaliation for sustained U.S. attacks on Iran, with officials portraying the campaign as a measured but escalating response to American pressure. The IRGC has claimed it dealt a crushing blow to the United States by hitting radars and missile defense systems, arguing that by degrading the sensors and shields that protect U.S. forces, it can gradually erode Washington's ability to fight and deter in the region. Bahrain reportedly intercepted and destroyed several Iranian missiles on July 21st, with local media saying the defenses were activated to protect key sites as incoming threats were detected and engaged over the kingdom. Iran, for its part, said it attacked the US-linked Sheikh Isa military base in Bahrain on the morning of July 21st, claiming its missiles and drones struck facilities used by American forces stationed there. Bahrain's defense ministry responded by warning citizens to remain cautious and avoid approaching any strange or suspicious objects, stressing that unexploded debris or remnants from intercepted missiles could pose serious risks if handled. Amid these developments, Jordan announced it would continue closely monitoring its airspace after neutralizing a recent Iranian drone attack, underscoring how regional air defenses remain on high alert. Jordan's military said it intercepted 5 drones on the morning of July 21st, according to an update carried by Al Jazeera and other outlets, adding that the interceptions caused no casualties or damage on the ground. Notably, official casualty data indicate that 427 U.S. service members have been injured in the Iran conflict since February 28, reflecting the cumulative toll of months of missile and drone strikes on American positions. The same tracking system counts 17 U.S. troops killed in hostile and non-hostile incidents during this period, a figure that includes those recently killed in Jordan and Iraq as the confrontation has intensified. Iran has claimed a series of coordinated strikes targeting multiple U.S. military facilities across Jordan and Kuwait. According to the IRGC, A missile strike on the US base in Jordan's Rukban area destroyed a missile defense radar and an F-15 fighter aircraft inside its shelter. Iran also says its drones targeted 3 major US bases in Kuwait during what it calls the 19th phase of Operation Thunderbolt. At Camp Arif Jan, Tehran claims administrative buildings and direction-finding antennas were hit. At Camp Ulu Dairi, Iran says helicopter parking areas used by Apache, Chinook, and Black Hawk aircraft were targeted. Meanwhile, at Ahmed Al-Jaber Air Base, Iran claims it destroyed an early warning radar, a missile defense radar, an FPS-117 long-range radar, a Patriot air defense system, a satellite communication system, and struck barracks housing US troops. These claims have not been independently verified, and there has been no official US confirmation of the reported losses. Iran's foreign ministry issued a stern, public warning directed at President Trump as his administration discussed possible invasion options, portraying Washington's threats as provocative and unlawful. Spokesperson Ismail Baghai told state media that Karg Island residents were prepared to resist and give US troops the reception they deserve, language intended to convey civilian as well as military opposition to any landing. The timing of Tehran's warning came after public comments from President Trump about a potential operation targeting Karg Island, linking diplomatic protest with direct rhetorical pushback.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The $1 million question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Have you ever wondered what happens when a banking dynasty meets tides of world history, intrigue, and a dash of myth?
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.